Hello there, how are you doing? Now, in the last video, I said that I'm going to make it clickable so that we can see it on its own. But before I do that, just one thing, because a lot of people ask, okay, so when we create a blog, Laravel automatically creates a table with the plural name. Okay, so if it is a blog, it will be blogs. If it is a user, it will be users. And it will use that database table automatically, right? But let's say you have a different database, maybe you're working with the existing database or whatever, right? So you might need this blog model to use not the blogs table but something else, maybe my blogs or something like that. Okay, so in case like that, how would you deal with this situation? Okay, so in this video I'm going to quickly show you. We're going to create a new table, and then we will associate that table to this blog model, and we'll see how it works. Okay, so this is a bit of a optional video if you are interested to know this one, and in fact it's pretty good to know, and then we can move on. All right, so let's begin. Let's go to the terminal and let me create a new table. Okay, so PHP artisan make migration. Okay, and create underscore the table name. Now we're not going to use blogs table, we already have. Let's say my blogs. Okay, create my blogs. We can even underscore my blogs table and dash create flag, and with equal give it a name, my blogs. Okay, so what we're doing is we're creating a new table on its own without model. Okay, so PHP artisan make migration create my blogs table dash create my blogs. That's it. Okay, that's it. Now let's go here, refresh. We don't see anything obviously because we haven't run the migrate command. We haven't even added any table field. So let's work on that. So here's the newly created table, as you can see here, migration. Okay, so this will have the exact same fields, right? So I can simply copy this one from the blogs table, copy, and then paste that in here. Okay, so once that is done, what you can do is we can come back here and PHP migrate. Okay, now let's have a look in the database. Okay, so now we have my blogs table, which has the similar fields. Okay, so by default our blog model uses this one. How do we tell our blog model to use this instead? Okay, let's work on that. So back to blog.php. All we need to do here is set the protected table, okay, and give it a name. So our table's name we want to tell this model to use is my blogs. Simple as that. All right, let's save this one and let's go to the browser and let's try creating another. Okay, as soon as I refresh, it's gone because it's using the different database and that doesn't have any blogs yet. Okay, so it seems like it works. Let's give it a try. Let's create. This is using table. Create, and how cool is that? See, it was pretty straightforward. We told our model to use a different table and it did. Awesome, right? Okay, so this is great. Okay, but I'm going to just comment it out. I'm not going to use it. In fact, I'm going to get rid of it. Let's save this one. What I'm going to do is I ran that migration, right? So how do I roll back the migration? It's an awesome way of rolling back the migration as well. I just want to roll back the previous migration. So what I can do is I can simply PHP artisan migrate rollback. So if I run this command, rolling back, okay, So if you go to the database, refresh, that my blocks is gone. See that? It's gone. Beautiful. Okay, so it's back to the way it was before. Now if I refresh, I should be able to see the way it was before. Awesome. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so my blocks no longer being used. A couple of other methods, for example, PHP artisan migrate refresh. If you run this command, reset and rerun all migrations. So if you want to clean up your database one more time, you can run PHP artisan migrate refresh. It will clear up everything and you can start adding new content. Okay, sometimes this is useful, and especially in the development you can run it all the time because you're not worried about losing your existing data, right? But in production you wouldn't use this one. Okay, so there is so much to learn and I'm going to cover step by step. Okay, so I can even delete this one. In fact, let's delete this one. Let's delete. Sometimes you encountered an error, but in this case we can even migrate refresh. Okay, so for the moment it's fine. That's gone. Now PHP artisan migrate, nothing to migrate, refresh, it all seems to be working good. Okay, so in this video you learn how to tell your model to use different database table, not just the following the convention for blog to blogs, but a different one. And you learn to roll back the migration as well. Now there are a couple of other useful migration rules. There are things like you can add table to the existing migration and all that stuff. We will be covering all of them. Okay, so we will be covering each and everything you need to know to build awesome Laravel applications. All right, so in the next video let's implement this feature. We click on the blog title, we get there. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.